Okay, need to show you this because we want to show you what's happened in Colorado. A discolored sludge that is traveling down the Animas River in the mountain states of Colorado, also to New Mexico as well. And as you can see, it started in the southwestern Colorado gold mine and has now reached New Mexico. There are even fears it could spread to the Grand Canyon. About 3 million gallons of wastewater began spilling on Wednesday when a cleanup crew breached a dam. The crew was being supervised by the EPA, which is amazing when you think about it. Tony DeCopel is a reporter for MSNBC and the host of Greenhouse on Shift by MSNBC. So, Tony, when people hear that this was being observed by the EPA, how could this happen?
Well, it's good intentions leading to a bad outcome. This mine has been leaking sludge for a long time, and the EPA was on the scene in hopes of cleaning it up. But what they inadvertently did was knock the dam loose, and the whole thing came down the river. So they thought it was 1 million gallons. It turned out to be 3 million gallons. And the stuff is heavy metal. It's arsenic, it's lead, it's cadmium at 300 to 3,000 times the normal level. And they're still in a containment phase of this. They don't know what the cleanup's going to be because they're still trying to cap it again.
So it's gotten a little less orange because of the containment process, also the natural filtration of the river itself?
It's gotten less orange only because of some rain and because it's gone far enough down the river that it's mixed with other water. And also there's a Bureau of Reclamation, a federal bureau that has released extra water into this river to dilute it some. But it's heading through Utah, into New Mexico, into the Colorado River, the Grand Canyon. This is the source of drinking water and beautiful views for a lot of people.
But we saw people kayaking and other things, a woman holding up a soda bottle with the orange water in it. How dangerous is it for regular folk to interact with this?
It is unknown how dangerous it is, so it's not recommended that you go kayaking. The two closest counties have declared states of emergency. All the way down the river, municipalities are closing dams and securing their own drinking supplies. So I wouldn't say get on it right now. If you have a trip planned for the area, you might want to cancel it. And in fact, the EPA has already said in a letter that it plans to review the situation and probably compensate businesses that are going to lose a huge amount of tourism because of this.
Okay, and also what about wildlife in the area and how critical this source of water, this body of water is?
Well, so far, it actually seems as though the fish are bearing up well. There's a hatchery not far away, and there's 108 fish in this one particular cage that has been checked, and only one has died so far. So maybe there are hardy species up there.
Maybe
we can hope.
We shall see if they can get through. I mean, if they can be that hardy.
The big question now is, how did this happen, and how do we avoid having it happen again? Because this is one mine, but in fact there are dozens and maybe even hundreds of them in the area. And the EPA has been saying we want to make this a Superfund site, which means they want to dedicate a special amount of money to clean this really super toxic thing up. They haven't had the political support to get that done because locals, believe it or not, want more mining in the area. They want more development. After this, I think they may revisit the conversation.
Conflicted.
Yeah.
MSNBC's Tony DeCopel. Thank you, Tony, and don't miss Tony's show Greenhouse on Shift on MSNBC Thursdays, noon Eastern Time. We've been asking you to weigh in on our Big Pulse